Hello everyone, this is GameX Agent. In this game, let me show you a game of mine. In this game, I played like a grandmaster because I almost sacrificed my 13 points of material in this game, and I and the most important sacrifice is I sacrificed my queen two times, not just a single time, but two times. And the opponent, as you can see in the game review, although the accuracies are not so good, even my accuracy of 77.6, and he is a total, he played like a bullshit. Even in the opening, you would see the opening was so bad. Not not just him, my opening was also so bad, and also I did one or two blunders, and he also did blunders. So because of this, and the last blunder he did, because of that I played a great move, and then the brilliance are happening. I continuing sacrificing my pieces, my knight, my queen, my bishop, and again my queen, and then he has no chance to win. As you can see in the graph, that it was totally for winning for black. And let's focus on the review first. He started with this, and what can I say, that thing like h4. What is the move like? Yes, there is some theories about h4, but still everybody knows that this is not a very good move actually. So start I always did, I tried to develop queen's gambit, and in this game I started with pawn to e6, and then he just, look at this. Now what should I say, this development, like look at this, look at my development. Like I always try to play queen's gambit, and this is actually suits me. The queen's gambit, played a lot of games, win a lot of games with queen's gambit, and this is one of my very best best things that supports me. But this thing, what should I say, that like there is some theories about this, but I don't know what is this, what we call this. And this is not a very good move like played here, because like, I mean, if I do that, he played the best move here, and now I have no choice to protect my rook with this, because I thought if I go knight here, it is not a good move, because it is obviously not a good move. Like after g5, it was complete, my I lose my knight or lose my rook. I have to lose one piece. So I did here, I go there, and let's go to review now. And he also missed some opportunities here, because after this, the the machine shows that he's like a little advantage in the engine was, and then he missed that thing. He's just developing his pieces, not to think. He's not thinking anything. He's just developing his pieces, as you see here. And then I take a little 1 minute time to think what should I do in this in position, because his variation, his structure, I'm totally confused. Like what kind of thing it is? Like I never saw this kind of thing. And with his structure, my structures are is also not so good. Like I don't have very good middle, don't have any opportunities in middle. Like I have, then I thought I have to develop something. So I thought bishop to d6 would be a good thing. So if he moves his pawns again, I could thread this thing. I mean, if I go there, like what I'm trying to say is that if I came here and I have my bishop has this diagonal in this area, so he should not move his pawns to thread my pawns to, so that my structure will be same, and he, there is a attacking position. So if he did any mistake in the future, I should go for a counter attack. And that's why but the engine didn't support it, and this is obviously like the engine is more better than my brain. So this is obviously the engine is thinking something else. Like in the game we human think a lot of things which is not actually a best move. So he again he's just missing that thing. That's why you see his accuracy was so low, like 60, and he missed so much thing. I also miss and this position, and this is a blunder, look. And because of this blunder, and he also missed because the base move here is this, and now I cannot move my knight. I has to move my rook, and after if I move my rook, he should takes that thing easily. Even if I take that, it is not a very good move. Like his knight is coming, not just knight is not actually thing. I mean the rook, or I mean this should be a little bit, but right now I don't see what is the best move here. I have to think here actually to see what the best move here right now. But the thing is that, and this is a very big threat for me if this square is completely open, and in the future it is a very big threat. I not even I dev able I am devil my pieces all are in the board. So when I did that, when it is a blunder, and he actually missed that thing, and I not also if I talk about me, I also didn't see that thing. I also didn't see that thing. So I thought it was the best move on that time, and the machine is also says that it is the best move, but White is actually winning on that time. It was, I would say that, I think when I was playing the game, I thought taking this thing is better than going here, because if I take that, it is a open queen. My queen is totally open, and look at this. But if I go there, like even if it takes, I should not take that. I'll go here, attacking his pawn. If it takes, I have no choice but to actually go something else in this position. Like I can take this rather than something do like that. So in this position I have no choice to do something. It was completely losing for me. But if you, because he knows, but in this point he plays that move. Engine is also showing that this is the best move actually. But what do you think? I have no idea what to say in this position. What if he takes with this? It is also a best move, and this is also a best move. But in this, because of this move, like the, I think actually G5 is better than bishop to F6. What do you think? I think bishop, it is not a very good move actually. In this position I have a lot of threats if he takes that. If he takes G5 rather than bishop F6. So when he did bishop F6, I also go rook to F8, and it is a great move for the machine, because now he can trade my knight with his bishop, or he can take my pawn, and he did that thing. He takes my pawn, he goes for a 1 point, and I push my pawn to E5. It's also a great move, and he blunder in this position. Like, that's the point. This is where I saw my opportunity, and when a little blunder, he did a little blunder and takes my. I didn't even think, like it was my opportunity actually here, and I go for E4, and it's again a great move. He threatening his knight, nothing to takes my pawn here, and then he moved his knight to h4, and it is again opportunity. And then this is where I sacrifice my queen and also sacrifice my knight. Like in this position you will see that thing. First I go for a check, because if I take this, it is not a very good move. Like even if he takes, then I takes, he can easily take that thing. It is not a thing. When he take that, oh sorry, we are actually here, and then I go for a check. He moved, the only square left was e2, and he moved his queen to e2, king to e2, and then I sacrifice my queen and also sacrifice my knight, whatever you take. And then he actually understand, what I am trying to do. Actually he takes his time in this position, and he understand, if he takes my queen, if he takes my queen, I go for knight to d4. I go for knight to d4, and it is a check. It is also a brilliant move. As you can see, I sacrifice my knight. When he takes, if he takes my knight to d4, I go for again check for to d4, and he have only square left to e3, and then I go for bishop to sorry to say this thing, bishop to f2, and it is a checkmate. And let's say, rather than doing this, I go to knight to d4 check. If I go knight to d4 check, he takes, which is also a brilliant move. Not a, like, I have sacrificed my knight here, which is a check, discover check, and sorry about to discover check, just a check. And then I can go for bishop to g4 check, and he has to move his king to e3. And now look at this, I can take his queen, but I am not gonna take his queen. Like, I would go for pawn to d4, and it is a checkmate. Like, there's a lot of checkmates are there here. He's completely losing here. He actually takes his time, actually a little bit, not just time, just take 3 seconds here actually, and he takes my knight. He understands what I'm trying to do here, and then I sacrifice my queen again and my bishop. Like, whatever you want to take, you can take that thing, anything you can take. If you takes my queens, you are also losing. Like, even in this position, if he takes my queen, I go to bishop to g4, and is a checkmate. Or I can also, like, is this war? Let's see. Yes, it is also war. No, it's not actually. I mean, like, I have to go there. Then it's a checkmate. Like, there is no support actually. So there's a lot of checkmates actually in this position. So he actually, after that, I sacrifice my queen again, and he understands that while I'm sacrificing my queen, he takes my bishop, and I takes his bishop to g5, and then he resigned the game. He understood he is completely losing in this position, because he actually, in this position, he defends the checkmates, because if he takes my queen, it is a completely winning for me. But because he didn't take this, it is now he can actually move a little bit or something like that, which is maybe the best move is this, or he is